Oh, hello there. Welcome to the new kitchen space, somewhere I'm gonna be cooking out of for a couple months. Don't click off if you have subscribed to me. Don't worry, give me a chance and let's see how you like this. Today, we're gonna be cooking Gordon Ramsay's Miso Glazed Cod. I'm pumped to get into this. This is kind of like, I think it's like more of a classic Japanese dish, but then it was made famous by a chef at a restaurant called Nobu. It doesn't mention that in the recipe at all, but, and again, we're cooking out of Gordon's quick and delicious cookbook, which I have on the Kindle here, as you can see, and we're gonna be making this with a bit of broccolini. I'm excited, so let's get our ingredients, let's prep those ingredients, and then let's get cooking.
The first thing that we're supposed to have is 4 200-gram fillets of cod. What I have is a giant piece of barramundi, but I'll get into that. We're gonna need 350 grams of broccolini, cucumbers for a little cucumber salad that we're gonna make, a knob of ginger,
A little bit of olive oil, some rice vinegar, mirin, which was a little bit painful for me to find, surprisingly, soy sauce. I'm gonna need some sugar, not this much, and then some castor sugar, which it's just a finer grain of sugar. And if you don't have that, I think it's okay. We're gonna use some fukimi, I can't remember the name of this, but it's a little bit of a garnish that Japanese put on their food. Fukaki, I think it's called. I'm not quite sure. We're gonna need some miso paste. Now you want white miso paste. Unfortunately, I picked up dashi miso because I used it for something else. We're gonna see if this works today. And some pickled ginger, just like the kind that you usually get with sushi. So this is all of our ingredients. Let's go. So the first thing I'm gonna work on is cleaning up these broccolini that I bought here at the market. I got these for about $2, so not bad. Just gonna start by whacking off a little bit of the bottom here, not much. And then I'm gonna take a peeler and clean these up here. So just check that over, make sure I don't have any of this, because that right there gets pretty fibrous. You don't want to eat that, that's not nice. And it's still a little bit much up here. And you see, by the time we clean that up, a lot of this goes away, doesn't it? And so much for a 30-minute meal, huh? This is gonna take me 30 minutes just to clean this broccolini, huh? Last one. Oh, I'll take that ugly leaf off there. Last one there. And we'll go put this onto our tray. All right, next up, we are doing cucumber. I'm gonna have to slice these on a mandolin. So luckily I bought more than one so I can kind of figure out the size that I want. Now, I am unfamiliar with this mandolin here. This is a Japanese mandolin. Mine is a little bit smaller than this one. This one's quite wide, which is nice. But if you use these, be careful. Let's see what size this gives us here. I think that is a little too thin there. So I'm gonna hopefully increase the size on this thing a little bit. It adjusts slightly differently than mine. Let's go, practice cucumber. Maybe slightly too thick. I saw that the way that they were doing that, they were bending it up. Maybe the first one was the right size. Maybe somewhere in between where I'm at right now. That's even thinner. What are we doing? What's going on with this mandolin? All right, I think we're back. Okay, we are gonna go. I'm gonna get it right onto a sheet tray here. I'm gonna try to make these long. Those look quite good at the end there. A 3-centimeter piece of ginger here. I don't know how big 3 centimeters is exactly. I'm imagining this. This is what I'm imagining this recipe needs here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
I'm gonna clean this piece up and then grate it. So what I'll do is usually I'll take a spoon and just clean this up, but this is just this really small piece. I'm just gonna run through with my knife real quick and take some of this off. I think it's just gonna be quicker. Okay, we're going to grate this up here, the ginger, on this little very dangerous microplane. I actually have this same one here. I'm already nervous about this. A very simple recipe using two very dangerous kitchen tools for me. The Japanese mandolin and this I don't know, microplane that has some very, very big indents here. That looks all right. You know what? Just to be safe, let's just do this. And I really want to get all of this in here. I think this is great. This is beautiful. And we'll get that onto our tray.
Okay, so we're going on to the cod. I'm gonna move this cutting board, put down a plastic cutting board, and then get going.
Usually you scale small fish, you can just do it with a spoon here, but these are really thick scales on this fish. So I'm gonna use my back of my knife so that I can get a little bit of leverage and pull these off. I think this is looking pretty good. And I'm trying to, oh, this paper towel is sticking to this. Oh no. I don't want to eat any paper towel today. I've had my fill this year. Okay. So, let's see. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to remove these fins here. I don't need these, they're just in the way. I feel like I'm gonna break these scissors if I do this. All right, we'll figure that out later. Let's see if these guys come off nicely. No! Oh, there we go. One pin off here. Maybe it doesn't even matter if I'm gonna cut that away, but oh, I need to go back to fishmonger class. Oh, okay, here. This has to go. All right, knife time. I don't want to do that with I don't really want to do that with this knife though. I love this knife, and this is like it's top bone here. All right, on the spine there. So I'm gonna just try to, I guess, use that, and I'm gonna come down here. I'm gonna hopefully cut this off. We're gonna find out. I'll let gravity help me out here and do the work. Oh, no, that's not nice. I don't want to saw through it like this. Maybe I could have just cut straight through that and left those on. I think I could have done that. Yeah, that seems that seems like it should have been the way. Seems like she's opening up. Oh, I don't know. That was already not. So I don't love that I did this. That's not so nice. All right, what I want to do is I want to come in here and just kind of take this I guess fat as best I can with leaving as much meat as possible. I don't love those cuts. That's sliced, so that's not what you want to do. Let me just cut that right there. Yes. I can't eat this. I'm feeling it right now. You know what? Look at that. That's better. I don't love this thin piece here. This is gonna be way overcooked now, but it'll be all right. We will live, fam. Let's do it on the other one. Man, it would have been nice if I didn't make that cut in there, but that's all right. We're gonna get a little miso glaze in there, so it's gonna be okay. Little extra, we're making a miso glazed pocket here. A little miso glazed pocket, all right. I'm just gonna cut this, right in half here. I hear bones. I'll have there's some bones still in here, but I don't actually have fish tweezers to pull these out. So I'm gonna leave them in there and I'm gonna see if I can pop those out when they're cooked and see if that would just come out nicely. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the tray and move it over. Have the board and knife are out of the way, so I'm gonna start by getting my miso. Again, this should be white miso paste, but I bought dashi, and I'm not gonna buy another one. I'm gonna use this. It's the same color that you get from the white miso paste. The white miso is a golden color like this too. So I don't know how much of a difference that is. Seems good. Okay. I need 2 tablespoons of this mirin here, which is like I believe a sweeter sake vinegar. I think that's a okay way to explain it. But again, Japanese ingredients are not my forte. So let's get these in here. Just out of curiosity. I would say more of a sweet sake, not very vinegary at all. Sweet sake is what I would say. Maybe a little vinegar in there. I don't know, it's nice. Need 1 tablespoon of olive oil here. Oh, I've never used this olive oil pourer before. It looks okay. Looks like there was just a lid in there. A little stopper. There we go. Okay. At least it's not coming out too fast. I have a feeling this thing's about ready to come off here. I'm gonna hold that with my hand there. Okay, 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Nice. I'm gonna need 4 tablespoons of rice vinegar. Oh, okay, so that's not a stopper. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is gonna be for our cucumbers to make a nice little cucumber salad. I did have a Japanese rice vinegar, but I didn't bring it to the studio with me. So this is just a normal rice vinegar from Vietnam. Okay, I almost missed it. We need 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. That'll do. Some sugar and some castor sugar. I'm gonna go ahead and weigh that out right now. I think that if you don't have castor sugar, don't go out and buy it. I'm pretty sure, I don't know why they're using castor sugar. I would assume that it's a smaller grain, so it will dilute into the vinegar faster. That's my guess. I don't think that it should taste any different, at least not to my knowledge. So I'm gonna go ahead and do 1.5 tablespoons of the normal sugar. And then I'm gonna need 1 tablespoon of the castor sugar. And if you see, this is wrapped up funny because I brought this from my house because I am planning on making Gordon's pancakes in the future, and he wanted some sugar. You can see the grain is small. I don't know how well you can see there. I don't know how well you can see this, but the grain is a bit finer. So go ahead and do that. A bit of salt for later, just a large pinch, but I'm just gonna go ahead and get that out, separate it now. That way we have it. Okay, we're gonna need a little bit of this furikake seasoning is what it's actually called. I was being silly earlier in the video, so I hope I didn't offend anybody with that. And wow, this looks This looks a lot bigger than what I expected. I think I can maybe round a little bit. Looks like we got sesame seeds and seaweed, of course, and what looks to be like a little bit of nut. But just a little bit on that on top. But this looks a little bigger than I thought. So I think I can just grind that up with my fingers here a little bit, and I don't know. We'll see. I don't think this is make it or break it for this dish. So if you don't want to go and buy a whole nother thing just for 2 teaspoons or something, I don't think that you have to have this, guys.
We have all of our ingredients laid out here. Everything is ready to go. We can start cooking. I think the first thing we want to do is probably get the salad, and we need to get our cod marinated. I've set the oven to 240 degrees Celsius, and now the recipe wants us to put this on the top rack, but this doesn't have any heat coming from the top, so I don't think it much matters. I'm gonna put this on the middle rack and call it a day. This is hot already, so I need the other towel. I'm just gonna move this to the middle rack, and that's gonna be all right. The first thing I wanna do is combine the miso, the mirin, and a couple other things, soy sauce and the ginger, I do believe, in a pan that you can also put the fish in. I'll go ahead and add this mirin in here, the 1.5 tablespoons of sugar, soy sauce, and the 3 centimeters of ginger. I'll go ahead and see if I can get this mixed up easily in this shallow pan. A few recipes online, and they cook this down. This one is not going to, we're not cooking this at all. So we're gonna have to trust Chef Gordon here. And I wish I hadn't made that mess there. I don't love the way that this mixes up in a shallow pan. I kind of wish I mixed this into a bowl and then just poured it in here. I can't get my gloves on properly. I wanna go ahead and add the cod into this miso, and then I wanna let it sit. And why did I not use my black gloves when I was butchering this fish? I don't know. I forgot I had them. I'm a little thrown off being in the new studio here today. It's gonna take a few videos for me to get my groove here. Well, this is the one of the ones that was cut deep. Sorry, poor fish. All right, we want to let this sit for 10 minutes, flesh side down. That looks pretty good. I keep running around looking for the trash can, and the trash bin is just right in front of me, built into this table. And, so again, leave this out for 10 minutes. I'll just set that off to the side. Next part, nice and easy. We're gonna get a tray that will be big enough to fit all of our broccolini into one layer. Maybe if I do it that way. I just want to drizzle the olive oil all over this. That 1 tablespoon of olive oil that we separated earlier, and toss this. Now I'm interested because the recipe doesn't say anything about salting it right now, which I would normally salt this. But we are gonna follow the recipe. Except the part where I'm not using the correct fish or the correct miso paste. I wanna make sure that some olive oil gets on those florets at the top here. Those are prone to burning. Or getting too dark, I should say. We're not burning nothing today. All right, this looks good. I'm gonna set this aside. This is gonna go, I think this is going in at the same time as our cod. Be one mistake for the video. And that was me putting all this in here, but not hitting record. So I've gone ahead and added our cucumber, the rice vinegar, that castor sugar that we set out, and then I just added a bit of that salt that I set aside earlier. And this is just gonna get mixed up. And it only needs to sit for 10 minutes. But it looks like it's gonna sit for the entire time that we cook our fish. So I hope I'm not making it too early. But I don't see why it would be. These are kind of tearing up a little bit. That's looking good. Okay, so I'll set this to the side. Okay, so it's been about 10 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and take the cod. Now, told us to marinate with the flesh side down, but it then asked us to put it into a baking tray, but it doesn't say flesh side down, but I'm gonna go ahead and make the executive decision that we want this up. And the reason that we're transferring is we just don't want all that extra gunk there to go in the oven. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this into this half pan here. And this is gonna go into our oven. I'm gonna get enough space in between each one. And this didn't have any oil or anything at the bottom of it. And this is gonna just go into the oven with the broccolini. And these are gonna cook for 15 minutes. So the fish has been in the oven for about 10 minutes or so with the broccolini. I'm gonna go ahead and drain the cucumbers. We wanna get that vinegar off of this here and hopefully keep it from making our plate too messy. And I'm just gonna sit these here and let that vinegar and cucumber liquid come off of that. So time is up on our fish and broccolini. I wanna take a look. How are we looking here? Broccolini's looking pretty good. I'm willing to say that's not finished yet though. And let's see how the fish is looking. Ooh, fish is looking good though. Not dark. I think that's probably done. So let's take this out and let's leave the broccolini in for just a few more minutes. This is what it looks like right when it comes out. Looking pretty good. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take a torch to this to get it a little dark. So I'm just gonna go over these a little bit with the top with a torch. I think this spot like this where we got a lot of that miso on there. Okay, pretty nice. I think we're ready to plate up. And they kind of fold this up and make this really nice. I don't know exactly how they did that, but it looked quite nice. I don't think mine's gonna look nearly as good as that. Okay. A little bit of cucumber salad on here. All right. Again, I didn't hit record. I went ahead and added the ginger to the plate, and we've added the broccolini, one that did not stick. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this on here. And it's kind of nice. Finish with a little bit of that fukaki, I think, fukameki. We'll add a little bit of that on there. And I think that's pretty nice. It's looking good, looking okay. Okay, so it is the moment we've been waiting for. Because this is barramundi, it's not cod. I did leave those bones in there and I didn't try to pull those out. But I mean, it's not important. You guys are gonna be able to get cod, so that's all right. So let's go ahead and try this fish. I wish I could have gotten it a little darker. If you have a broiler or an oven that cooks from the top, you're gonna be able to do that better than I could have today. But let's get this fish, let's try this. Yeah. A bit of my bones there. Oh, that miso is really nice. If I wanted to avoid bones, I should have started the other end. Wow. This is different. And let's try that pickle. This is good, guys. This is really good. That miso glaze is sweet, a little funky. I hope you guys aren't hearing me chew too much. If you are, I'll fix it later. I'm new to this whole setup. I hope you guys enjoyed this shoot, and this is my first time in the studio, so there's definitely gonna be adjustments. It reminded me of my very first shoot in my apartment, where I was just really trying to figure things out, and that's where I was with this today. Let me eat this. Oh, I can't stop eating it. Such a good sign. All right. So we need our taste ranking. Man, taste, this is good. This is really good. Man, this whole plate, all this together for a meal. You serve this to me, and even if you give me like a bowl of white rice on the side, just maybe if I need some a little bit more to fill me up. Obviously, I'm not a small guy, I'm eating. I'll take a little side of white rice. This meal is really good. This is probably 9 out of 10. This is good. As far as the pain in the ass score, pita, I'm gonna go, I think I'm gonna go 8 out of 10, and those points are specifically being deducted because you're gonna have to buy this miso paste. It's asking you to buy the fukikake. I'll have to check the name of that if I'm correct. It doesn't matter, you know what I'm talking about, the garnish on top, and then you'll need the miso. So these are just ingredients that you may not normally be cooking with, and so you have to buy them and keep them in your kitchen just to make this dish. And also pickled ginger. So I would give it, I'm just gonna give it an 8 out of 10, but as far as the cleanup goes, it's very easy. The cooking itself was easy. Don't be daunted, you guys are not gonna have to fillet, or you guys are not gonna have to clean up a barramundi like I did when you're getting a cod fillet. That's gonna be super easy. Yeah, guys, that's it. This is the video. I hope you guys like this format. I'm gonna definitely be changing things and working on it. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hope you guys enjoying it, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.